Okay, these are the some of the examples of this TK-inter. Okay, this is the radio buttons example that we have seen in the slides. Okay, this is the function SEL. Select is the function. You selected the option, and whatever the option you have selected, that you can get from the variable. Okay, here the variable is the var. So we are using the var dot get. Okay, this the get method is used to get the value of the any widget. Is it maybe a text box, or it may be a radio button, or maybe a checkbox, or whatever it is. You can get that control value with this var dot get. Okay, it gets the value, and we are showing that text. Okay, this is the selection is the text which is created, and then label dot config of text equal to selection. Okay, that is there for the label. That is within the label I want to show this text, so that I can use the method is label dot config is the method which is used to assign the or change the text in the label text equal to selection. Okay, and this is the root equals to tk. We created the root window, and int variable as the var is the int variable. So we created a one integer variable as var. Okay, and we created the 3 radio buttons with the names option 1 2 3, and variable names are var for the variable name for the text radio buttons. Values are 1 2 3, because here we are giving a integer value, so that we created the variable as the integer variable. Command is the SEL. Okay, again now we are packing radio buttons. Anchor equals to W, that is we are packing the radio buttons from one after the other. Okay, that is in the vertical fashion. Okay, this is the label creation, label of root. Okay, this is creates as a label without any text in the initially. Okay, and then add the text label to the our top window. Okay, main root dot main loop. Okay, we'll check by running this. Run module. Okay, this is the our output. Okay, so here we have 3 radio buttons. Okay, 1 and 2 and 3, any one you can select. Okay, whenever you select the option, the label shows that you selected the option 2, then you selected the option 3, then you selected the option 1. Okay, like this you will get the output. Okay, next we'll see the another example. Okay, okay, this is the example of menu. Okay, you can create the menu bar using the TK-inter. Okay, first we are importing the TK-inter. Okay, TK-inter import asterisk, and do nothing. Okay, here this is the method to display the some text whenever you click on the our menus options. Okay, then we are creating a root, that is main window. Then we are creating a menu bar. Okay, menu bar is this like this. Okay, this is the menu bar. Okay, this menu bar first we need to create, then we can create the one by one menu, then we can create the options in the menu. Okay, these options to be created. Okay, so that first we created the menu bar. Okay, then we are creating a one by one menu. Okay, file menu equals to menu of menu bar, that is this file menu to be added into the menu bar. So menu of menu bar tier of equal to 0. Okay, that is it to be opened or not. Okay, is it has the any child options or not, that you can specify with the tier of. Okay, okay, there is no action for this file menu. Okay, whenever you add the some more options in that, for those only it has the option, the actions. Okay, this file for this file menu we are adding a different menu options. Okay, menu items. Okay, file menu dot add command of label new. Okay, new menu item, and add command of open, add command of save as, close. Okay, for all these we are specifying a command equal to do nothing, this method. Okay, this method is which shows the just the which option is selected. Okay, file win. Okay, file win is the variable equals to top level of root. Okay, as a top level window for the current window we are creating a one more window, that is okay, not as a child window of the current window, we are creating a one more window as a top level window. Okay, for the root. Then we are creating a one button. okay, button, okay, file win, that is it already created a one window. Okay, for that window we are adding this button and text equal to do nothing button. Okay, the text assigned on the button is the do nothing. That is whenever you click on the any of the options in this file menu, okay, then it shows a one more window, and within that you have a one button. Okay. Okay, in the same way, here it is add separator is, okay, whenever you see the menus, meanwhile you have the some lines. Okay, this will call them as the separators. Okay, that separators we are adding with the add separator, and again add the some more options, exit. Okay, so this is the menu add cascade of file. Okay, label file, file menu. Okay, this is the label for the this one. Okay, at the top of the menu we are specifying a label as the file, and menu is the this file menu. Okay, so for the menu bar we are adding a file menu. Okay, so first we created the file menu and its options, then we are adding that file menu to the menu bar, then create the edit menu. Okay, edit menu with cut, copy, paste and these all options, and add this edit menu to the menu bar. Next create the help menu. Okay, and specify this help menu to the, okay, sorry, help menu. Okay, help menu has two options, help index and about, and then we add that help menu to the our menu bar. Then root.config menu bar. Okay, for the root window, that is main window, we are adding the menu bar, then we are starting the main window. Okay, so I will execute this. Okay, okay, this is the our output file menu. Okay, these are the options in the file menu, edit menu options and help menu options. Okay, whenever you click on the any of the option, you'll get another window with the do nothing button. Okay, it doesn't do anything, just it shows the window and with a button, close. So for all options we are showing this output as the menu option output. Okay, okay, this is the menu creation using the tkinter. Okay, next we'll see another example. Is the calculator example. Okay, so this calculator example is already you can see the different types of calculators within the windows. You have the some calculator. Okay, whenever you click on the cal c at the run option, you will be get the different types calculator will be opened, and there you have the different options like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and others. Okay, so with the addition to that, okay, we are adding some more options here like square root, negation. Okay, so these two are also added. Okay, so we'll see how to create this calculator. Okay, E is the entry, that is a text box. First we are creating a one text box with the height of with the length of 8 letters and width is the 30 width, and E dot grid. Okay, that is we are specifying the grid size of the text box. That is grid size is nothing but height and width of the text box. Row 0, column 1. Okay, in the first row, 0th row and first column, that is second column. Okay, this is to be spanned for 5 columns. Okay, the text box to be displayed for 5 column width. Okay, okay, this is the size of the text box. Okay, next there the methods are like set text function, clear one, clear, square root function, negation and equals function. Okay, set text is this is to get the text box data. E dot get is nothing but whatever the data which is entered in this E, that is the text box. Okay, that is taken from this. Okay, that is assigned to the L, that is length of the text is assigned to the L. Then E dot insert L comma txt. Okay, that is it assigns that text to the L. Okay, so here we are taking a argument as the txt. Okay, that is sent to the this txt function. Okay, that text is assigned as the at the end of the our text box data. Okay, so our text box maybe have the already some information. Say for example, if you are typing like 4 plus 2, first you will be enter the 4, then plus. The plus is to be added at the end of the 4, that is at the end of the text which is already there in the text box. Okay, for that we are doing like this. Okay, so that is to be added at the end of that. Okay, so like this we are doing to add the text in the text box. Next, clear one. Okay, this is to remove the one by one letter in the text box. So whenever you click on the backspace, okay, your text will be deleted. Okay, say for example here it is cursor, and if you are pressing the backspace, it deletes the one by one letter. As in the same way, whenever you click on the clear button in the your calculator, that is to delete the last letters of your text box. Okay, for that I am doing like this. Okay, it deletes the one by one text at the ending, and the remaining letters are added to the text box. That is, it takes the text from the text box and deletes the last letter of the text box, and again adds the remaining letters to the text box and clear the text box. This is to complete clear the text box. This is to delete the one by one symbol or number from the text boxes. This is the square root. Okay, we are taking a text in the text box, then convert it into the float, and then find the square root. Okay, so delete the data in the text box and assign this square root value to the text box. Okay, negation. Okay, negation is also we are taking the text from the text of 0 is the minus. Okay, that is, if you are giving a zeroth value of the text box as the minus, then take the value and take a find the negation of that. Okay, positive plus sign, if it is that, then we'll be add the minus sign. If it is the minus sign, we will remove it and we'll add to the text box. Next, equals. Okay, here we are taking a text box data, and we are finding that whether we are checking that whether our text box data has the any one of these symbols: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, or mod. Okay, then we are framing a one calculation formula. Okay, like float of s of I. That is, we are taking from all the letters up to the I. Okay, so we are taking all the letters up to I. Okay, that is converted into the float, and I to the remaining letters are added to this. Okay, say for example, if you are entered the 4 plus 5, okay, then the string has the plus. So that, so we are taking a text of the 4 as the one part, and plus as the another part, and remaining part 5 as the another part. Okay, that all are formed as a expression. Okay, 4 plus 5 expression, we are converting it and we are framing as a expression. Okay, so then if it is a dot, we are assigning expression as it is. Okay, so and that is evaluated using the eval function, eval of expr. Okay, this is directly evaluated by this. Okay, so the expression is converted, that is the value, that is 4 and 5 are converted as the values, and symbol is added to that. Okay, so the meaning of this is we are just converting the numbers into the float values, and the symbol is attached as it is. Okay, so then the expression is evaluated using this, and the evaluated expression is assigned to the text box. Okay, so exception, if is there any exception is raised, then it shows the invalid expression message in the text box. Okay, next, this is the coding to create the buttons. Okay, back one button, that is for the clear. Okay, this is the caption displayed on the button. Okay, and for this the command is the clear one function, lambda function we are specifying, lambda clear one function is called. Okay, width of this button is 10. Okay, next, square button. Okay, it shows the symbol of a square. Here we are specifying like this. Okay, and we are calling a square root. Okay, and width of this is 4. Next button is C, is for clear complete text box. Okay, that is we are calling a clear function. For the plus or minus, we are calling the negation function. Okay, these all are the digits, 9 to the 0 digits. We are calling a set text function. Okay, so next is the dot, minus, multiplication, division. For all these also we are calling the same set text. Whenever you click on the equals, it calls the equals function. Okay, these are the width of the each and every button. Okay, next, finally we'll start the our application. Okay, so we'll check this output. Okay, this is our calculator application. This is our textbooks and these are the buttons. Okay, this is the 5 column span is. Here we have the 5 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4,